So let's convert a string into an integer. And let's first start off by accepting some input from the user. And let's just say, how old are you? Right? So if you're doing that, let's go ahead and let's create a variable beforehand, and let's call this age. All right, and however old you are, it's going to be assigned to the age variable, okay, to the age. So if I wanted to say, create another variable and say age in, or age, let's just say age next year, and I assign it to age plus 1, that should make sense, right? That next year you'll be 1 year older. So however old you are now, your age next year will be age plus 1. And then if I wanted to print age next year, let me show you what happens. How old are you? Let's say 30. It doesn't understand what to do, because what it's trying to do is your age that you're typing in here is being saved as a string. Okay, so it cannot convert age right here without telling it to. So I'm going to convert this string into an integer. The way you would do that, similar how you convert an integer to a string, you're going to type in int and use the int function. Okay, so inside of the int function, you're going to pass the age parameter, which is a variable, and it's going to turn this string, whatever you put in there, it's going to turn 30 into an integer, and then you can add it together. So let's go ahead and run it now. How old are you? 30. Okay, and next year you'll be 31. And I could make something, I could write something like, next year you will be, and then remember, whenever I'm concatenating strings together, I need to make sure that this is a string. So if I wanted it to say this, I could write it like that, right? How old are you? 30. And say next year you'll be 31. If I just wanted it to print my age next year, I can do that. Age next year is, let's say, how old are you? 30. It just says 31. That's where I printed that right there. Next year you will be 31. So in this example, we use the int function and the str function. Okay, we converted age into an integer, and we converted this integer into a string. You can convert back and forth, but it's important to know that when you're adding or using any sort of mathematical operation, that you should be converting any strings into integers. Now, if I would have typed in how old are you, and I would have typed in not a number, it wouldn't understand what I'm trying to do. So that's why Python has these built-in functions that can convert things for you. So that's how you would use the int function.